What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Credit Plug channel where we talk about how to build credit, how to establish relationships with banks and financial institutions, and most importantly, how to get you access to high limit credit funding. So in today's video, we're going to be covering another tier 2 business credit vendor that you can use to grow and scale your business, and you can do so without having to undergo a personal credit check. So in today's video, we're going to be reviewing the Menards commercial account. So Menards is very similar to Home Depot or Lowe's. You can get a lot of supplies and materials that you would need for home improvement. I know, especially for real estate developers or rehabbers, Menards is very, very valuable because you can get a whole bunch of supplies, things like vanities, tiles, toilets, tubs, kitchen appliances. You could basically use Menards to do a complete rehab, probably with the exception of like concrete, but they pretty much have any type of home improvement supplies. If you are like in the real estate industry, or even if you're not, they just have a lot of good supplies that you can use. They're similar again to Home Depot and Lowe's. Now, I know Menards are along the East Coast as well as in the Midwest, but I'm not so sure if they have Menards over on the West Coast. So you could definitely look into that. Now, again, as I mentioned, Menards is tier 2, meaning you will need to have built up business credit before you can get approved for this account. Another consideration with Menards is the business type. So they are known to be a little bit more stringent in terms of the types of businesses that they will approve for their business and commercial accounts. There's two different systems when it comes to classifying businesses. The older version is called SIC, which is Standard Industrial Classification. And the more recent classification system is called NAICS. That's the North America Industry Classification System. Business classification is important because it does, to a certain degree, dictate the types of business credit accounts your business can get approved for based on the classification and the limit. So for example, if you are in the real estate business, then you're probably going to get a higher limit. Or if you have a transportation business, you might get more approvals with gas cards and higher limits than someone who just has a consulting business or a business that's not really related to that type of vendor. So I recently applied for the Menards commercial account and got approved for a $3,000 limit. Now, one of the things about the Menards commercial account is that they don't give you an automatic approval. I just so happened to check the mail and open up an envelope, and there I had the Menards commercial account. So you won't know that you're approved until you get something in the mail. But anyways, let's go jump over to their application and I'll walk you through the process. Here we are on Menards.com. So before we go over the application, I just wanted to scroll through and show you guys the types of supplies and equipment that they have. So anything that you would need for home improvement, they have kitchen cabinets, kitchen appliances, kitchen sinks, washers, dishwashers, refrigerators. So anything that you would need for a home improvement project. Again, they're very similar to Lowe's and Home Depot. Now let's go over the commercial account. I forgot to mention they are underwritten by Capital One. So Capital One is underwriting all of these applications. Now here's some important information. If your business legal structure is a sole proprietor or a partnership, a personal guarantee is required. If your business legal structure is a nonprofit corporation, or LLC, a personal guarantee is required if the business is less than 2 years old. A personal guarantee is not required if applying as a government or public school. So again, if your business is less than 2 years, let's say you have an LLC, if it's less than 2 years, then you will have to personal guarantee. If your business is a sole prop or a partnership, it doesn't matter the time in business, you will have to provide a personal guarantee. The first step is just entering your full name and email address, and then you just scroll down here and hit begin application. All right, so here we are on the Menards commercial application. Now there's two types of accounts. There's a net pay by invoice, so this is a net 50, and then they have a monthly pay in full, which is a net 30, so you have 30 days to pay the balance off in full. So a couple fields that you have to enter: the expected spend per month at Menards, your business contact email address, business name, annual business revenue, business tax ID number, month and year of business established. Right here, you just enter in your physical business address, make sure all that information is consistent. And then you scroll down a little further right here. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier in the video about the NAICS code. So this is very important. Now, as Menards has listed down here, some of the most common NAICS codes for Menards, you have residential remodelers, property managers, commercial and institutional building construction, landscaping services, roofing contractors, new single family home construction, et cetera, et cetera. So these are the common NAICS codes. One thing I do like is they have right here, so they put together this website where you could actually search for your NAICS code based on your business type. And this is something that Capital One is actually provided. So you could just type in, let's say you type in consulting, they have all the different classifications that your business might fit into. So this is very important just to know how your business is categorized, because again, that will have an impact on the types of accounts you can get approved for, as well as the limits for what you could get approved for. So after figuring out your NAICS code, you can just scroll down here. And again, if your business is a sole prop or a partnership, you will have to personally guarantee. If you're an LLC with less than 2 years of age, then you will have to personally guarantee as well. So that's just important consideration. Anyways, the application is very straightforward. After you fill in all this information, you just hit complete application, and they don't give you an immediate decision. You will find out in the mail whether or not you were approved or denied. If you're denied, they're just going to tell you why you were denied. If you're approved, then you will receive your card. All right, so let's recap the Menards commercial account. So a couple things you want to keep in mind. This is a tier 2 business credit vendor, meaning you will need established business credit. Another thing too, if you want to avoid the personal guarantee, your business needs to be established a minimum of 2 years. So if you're an LLC or a corporation and your business is at least 2 years, then you don't have to personally guarantee. If it's less than 2 years, you will have to personally guarantee. If you're a sole prop or a partnership, you will have to personally guarantee. And another important consideration, as we mentioned, is your business type. So just look to make sure you know what your business classification is. And again, your business classification is very important in terms of the types of vendor accounts that you can get approved for, as well as the limits for those accounts. Businesses that are closer in line with the type of vendor will normally get higher approval limits than businesses that aren't. So that's just something for you to consider. Anyways, if there's anyone interested in applying for the Menards commercial account, I've posted a link down in the description. Until next time, y'all take it easy, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.